Khayree, I'm back at you with another video on Kuttah Spoken Truth. Today we're going to be talking about, can you be a public figure as a woman and still be a good wife? This is a question that needs to be answered, especially in modern times. When you look at the average modern woman, one thing we have to admit, to attest to, accept as a reality is that she is driven by attention. She's driven by validation. She is driven by wanting to be seen. And this being the case, look at your woman, fellas. Come on, brothers. Can you really look at her and say, I can put her in wifey position? We're going to be using Corey Holker 5150 show as the backdrop to answer this question.
Yeah.
Darlene, please answer this first. Then Craig, please. Can you be a good wife as a public speaker or relationship consultant? Can you be a good wife if you're a public speaker or relationship consultant? You want me to just add my 2 cents in first?
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna say no. Not if you're a good public. If you're a good public speaker and a good public relations consultant, and you're a female, it's damn near impossible for you to be a good wife.
I agree with Craig to a certain extent. When you're looking at the modern day woman, especially the liberal modern day woman, you'll have to admit to the fact that she can't be a good wife. The modern day woman, she wants to be elevated to a place of goddess. That's what she wants. And if a woman is walking around with a goddess mindset, want to be above her man, even want to be on the same platform as God, to be worshiped and to be pedestalized, then she can't be a good wife. It's impossible. And the average woman out here, when you go into their social media page, when you go to whatever event that they're putting on, you'll see that they got a goddess complex, And that's the type of woman you can't put into a wifey position. She thinks she's better than you. She thinks she's better than a program. And she definitely thinks that she's better than your wife that you want to have, because she don't want to submit herself into the traditional role or the traditional mindset that a woman must have to be a wife.
That's not necessarily so.
A bitch carrying on is out of pocket.
Right.
That's
just how I really feel. But it's interesting to hear Darlene's take on this, because you're a woman.
Right.
And I know, look, first of all, it's bitches out here, Darlene. They try to put you in a pickle and act like you ain't saying what's supposed to be said. And one of these bitches is shaped like a gorilla, and she a comedian. And I done let her ride a couple of times. But
And the comedian that he talking about already did a reaction to her and how she tried to come from for the 5150 show. Make sure you go check that out on this page, okay? She tried to destroy the 5150 show with her buffoonery, but anyway.
But if you say something else and you want this smoke,
she wants attention.
I'm gonna give it to you. I think you should just be a comedian like you are, and just let good things come to you. But if you say my name or the 5150 show name again, Gorilla Bill bitch, because you a straight Gorilla Bill bitch. And I will show you walking, and then I will show a gorilla walking, and people are going to say, wow.
For some reason, and it's just not women, but for some reason, bigger people that's overweight, it seems as if they have to wobble from side to side to help them walk. And not only do they have to wobble from side to side to help them walk, but notice that every time they sit down, they always resting their arms on their stomach. Something ain't right here.
This is a gorilla built bitch who didn't have work done, so she think it look good. You are a gorilla, bitch.
And let me say this, when I did a reaction to this comedian that he talking about, I'm not going to name her name, but you can go to my videos and you'll see exactly who he talking about. I did a reaction to it, but it is strange that, a lot of men out here who are simps. And again, to reiterate, a simp ain't nothing but a man who have women tendencies, women emotions trapped in their bodies. They are driven by their emotional nature for the most part, because maybe they was raised up in a matriarchal society. What I mean by that is in a home where they was underneath the tutelage of a single mother, no masculinity around. So that spirit grabbed a hold of them and they began to accept that as something to project in life. So yeah, you got a lot of simps out here. It's nothing but a woman in a man's body. But anyway, speaking about this particular comedian, when I did a reaction to the stuff she said and how she reacted to the 5150 show, it's crazy how a lot of men, because she appeared to look good to them, she appeared to be beautiful to them, they think that it's their responsibility to come on here and speak out for her and protect her, even though she's wrong. I can understand it. I get it when women coming on here, because women have a sister code. They have womanhood that they try to protect. But a lot of guys, no matter how much you show them the truth, no matter how much you reveal the truth to them and expose women and hold them accountable, you still have these guys out here that come to the rescue of these women because they are simps. They think that, oh, hopefully she'll look at me and give me kudos, right? See, a lot of guys, you're nothing unless you've been venerated by a woman. Women have learned how to leverage your attention, to leverage you seeking validation from them against you. This is why women is able to turn your attention into currency, and yet you fail to realize it. So they give you a few little breadcrumbs as, oh, thank you, appreciate it, thank you for speaking up for me, and you feel good about yourself. And yet they are leveraging your attention for their currency. But you guys, man, you need to wake up, man. You need to come out of that simp behavior. You need to come out of that weak disposition and realize, man, that a lot of times, man, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong, but don't be wrong to the point where you can't hear the truth, okay?
Wait, but this isn't the same person that's actually giving advice or speakers that you're talking
This is a female comic that I keep trying to let her live.
Why she keep picking at you?
Because she wants to start some shit. First of all, most female comics are people who are literally wasting their lives.
Right.
And I hate to say this, man. He's right. You have to understand that even though the scriptures talk about jesting, and it's wrong to jest, especially the way that a lot of comedians jest, but when you look at the industry, and particularly speaking, as Corey Holcomb just pointed out, the comedy industry, that's an industry that's centered around men. But a lot of women enter the industry in hopes of trying to make it big, in hopes of trying to get fame, fortune, and whatever the case may be, and realize that they are wasting time. They're wasting energy. They are wasting their life when they could be putting it towards something monumental as it relates to their true purpose here on earth. And what is their true purpose? The two main purpose of a woman, according to Genesis chapter 2, Genesis chapter 3, first and foremost, is to be a wife. See, women, if you understand that the greatest reward that you will get out of this life, and that is being a wife, supporting a man and pushing him to his greatest potential and building with him, you'll realize that you'll get greater rewards in this life. You'll see greater results. And number two, your second most important purpose in being here on earth is to be a mother. There's blessings, there's rewards, there's great dividends in being a wife and being a mother. But when you exchange that, remember the scripture says, and if my memory serves me correctly, it's even Matthew chapter 10 or Matthew chapter 16, what should a man give in exchange for his world? See, a lot of women, you sell your soul, you sell your propensity to really have value in life all for the strength of being seen, for the strength of having your name out there, for the strength of being renowned, when your greatest asset in life is to be a wife and be a mother. But a lot of you women, you don't want to do that because you have given in to the whimsicality and the notion of feminism. Okay?
But now this bitch is getting a little heat. And I keep trying to let this big back bitch live. But see, the problem is people be telling her, oh, you're a beautiful woman. And
you see that? That's the problem. See, behind every wicked woman, behind every woman who has changed their true reality for this society, have weak ass men behind them. I said this before, and Corey Holcomb is touching on this right here. It's you guys who is infatuated with the ass, something that stink. It's you guys who is infatuated with the looks of a woman. Okay? And if you read Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 25, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman. And a lot of you guys, you can't amount to anything in life. You can't accomplish anything in life. And when you get to a certain age, you find yourself going through a midlife crisis because you spend too much time being infatuated with the woman instead of being infatuated with your passion in life. Instead of being infatuated with your purpose in life, instead of being infatuated with building something and leaving a legacy for your short leggers that's coming up behind you.
I'm like, nope, stop it. You a big back bitch. You a big back. This is how she be on stage. I'll be like, this is a fucking gorilla.
And a bad thing.
It's up there. Some people know who I'm talking about. Some people know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
trying to clout chase, exactly. She talked about you, D. The bitch said, you don't be speaking up. And this bitch, I'm the...
Make sure you go check out the video. You'll see it. You'll see her name. And the video have her name saying, trying to destroy the 5150 show. It's on my channel. Make sure you go check it out.
Last one you want to go to war with, bitch, because I know your big back business.
Yeah,
it don't faze me at all.
I know it don't faze you, D, because let me tell you something, D, this is the truth. You have accomplished more than most of these bitches will ever accomplish. Did a nigga put you in a mansion? Yes.
Yeah.
These bitches out here wasn't put in studio apartments. So I'm telling you, I got off the subject just to warn you one last time. If you want some smoke, I got you, big back bitch. I got you, you gorilla built bitch. If you want some smoke, try me again.
But I think that's what she wants, Corey. So if you do that,
I know she want it, but she not gonna want you. And you know I know your business, bitch. So stop, big back gorilla built bitch.
Some people are so desperate.
I wonder why she's going down there
by what way it comes.
Want me to tell you why?
Craig talk about. I wonder why she going down that road. She going down that road. A lot of women. I want y'all to hear me out, brothers. A lot of women can't reach that playing field they want to reach unless they bring negativity to brothers. This is a reality. They understand that you so-called black men, you are at the bottom of the chain. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. And they know that a lot of things that goes on in this society is targeted towards you. You are marginalized. And because you are marginalized, and when certain people like Corey Holcomb, who name is out there as it relates to publicity and the algorithm, a lot of women would use their chance to get their name caught up in that so it can bring them more notoriety. And I get it, I understand it. But all at the same time, you guys, you can't get mad when the truth is sounded off on these individuals. You can't say, oh, he wrong for saying that. Oh, he wrong for doing that. But you never say that women is wrong for doing what they do. You always give women a safe place to land. Okay? We're living in a society that whenever a man speak his truth, or whenever a man talk about things that is the truth as it relates to people, situations, circumstances, the corporate life, the music industry, whatever the case may be, he's wrong. He's toxic. Okay? And this is a sad reality. And just like, I know more than likely they're going to say, he's being mean. He shouldn't be calling her a big bad bitch. But she can say whatever she want to say. She can do whatever she want to do. And the most that she going to get from a lot of you men is, oh, that she knows she fine. She's so sexy. And you give her a pass. But soon as somebody come on here and say, man, she's a low down bitch. She crazy. She ain't no wife. Oh, he's a misogynist. He's toxic.
She going that?
Yeah.
She a messy bitch.
No, don't give it.
She a messy bitch, but she always got her filters on and shooting that cat. This is how she shoot the camera every time. Like a big bitch do. Up.
Right.
Because if you look at him like this, you be like, God damn, that bitch neck on swole. But, big back bitch, leave me alone. And I'm telling you, you can have your career grow without everybody knowing your dirt. Try me again. I'm coming for you, big back bitch.
I might get into trouble for saying this, but this needs to be said. This go for everybody, women. But I have enough sense. I think on a 3-dimensional level. When I talk about 3-dimensional, I'm not talking about what other people talk about. I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint that's rooted and grounded in scriptures. Now, I want y'all to hear me out. Any woman that's on Insta, TikTok, Facebook, what this other one, Snapchat, if they are known for taking selfies, she's not somebody you can take serious. She's not somebody you can take serious. A real woman, a wife, is not going to be out here taking selfies. She's not going to be out here taking selfies for other people to be able to have access to her different poses when she's taking pictures, her different, whatever the case may be. She's not going to be out here because she understands in her heart, according to the scriptures, that this selfie is only for her husband, is only regulated for her man, is only supposed to be confined within the relationship that she's in. I'm giving you a game. Well, I've been with her for a long time. She appeared to really love me. She appeared to really like me. But brothers, I dare you, go to her and say, stop taking selfies. I don't want you to take no more selfies on Insta Live, TikTok, Facebook, and see her response. Watch how she turn it on you. Watch how she be disingenuous. Watch how she tried to guilt shame you, tried to use shame tactics against you. And you best to believe if she go there, the first thing she's going to say, oh, you insecure, you controlling. But if you, and I don't mean to take this thing so biblical, but if you bring Sarah into the picture, if you bring Rebecca into the picture, if you bring Leah or Rachel, or Abigail, Hannah, somebody like that, I bet you if they was alive today, they'll tell you, I would never take a selfie because it's not right in the sight of the Most High and it's disrespectful towards my men. But this modern liberal woman, she's known for taking selfies. She want to be seen. And if a woman taking selfies, hear me out, brother, she's not somebody you really can take serious or put in a wifey position. All right, they go for anybody. That's just the truth. But I have enough Elohim, Most High Yahweh sense in my mind to know this. I'm just trying to get you game.
Gorilla. All right, now back to the regular program. We was talking about a woman speaking in public.
Yeah.
There's pluses and takeaways to it. You can say the pluses however you want to call it, but I'm just saying, a woman speaking in public, how can she be a good wife? How can a woman speaking publicly be a good wife? Is it possible?
And what is she speaking?
No. In today's society, no. Women that's speaking in public is not doing it according to the scriptures. You'll find this over in Titus chapter 2. A woman that's speaking in public It should only be centered around speaking to women. Okay? And if you're on TikTok, Facebook, or Insta speaking in public, you have to understand men is going to be part of that. And a lot of these women, when the men come on their page, they go back and forth with the men. Even though they have a man at home, even though they have their own husband at home. I tell y'all time and time again, you're not in the truest sense, in the most scriptural sense. You're not going to get a real wife until you're in the kingdom. And a lot of these women is not going to make it in. You're not going to get a true wife, a real wife until you're in the kingdom, because what a lot of these women do, they are out of pocket. They're out of pocket. They should not be speaking to no other man on their TikTok, their Facebook, or Insta page at all. They shouldn't. And if they are speaking to another man, it should be, I'm saying this because I got the okay from my husband. He's right here. My man is right here. So I'm only replying back to you because my man told me it's okay to reply back to you. But a lot of these women, they go back and forth with men. They have conversations with men. These men have access to them. Okay? So how can you say in the truest sense, this is a wife? How in the truest sense you could take her serious? I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I know this is a hard reality to take in. But I don't want you out here being deceived. I don't want you out here allowing your mentality and the dynamics of relationship to be diluted because you're not paying attention. You're not spiritually aware. You can't pay attention to what a woman say. You have to pay attention to her actions, her behaviors. She speak covertly, but her actions, her behavior, her whimsical conduct will show you who she is. And sometimes you have to play along with it until whatever the case may be. Man, I'm trying to wake y'all up.
Speaking publicly about, is she giving decent?
To get back to what I was saying, because I know I digress a little bit, but a woman, according to Titus chapter 2, only should be speaking to younger women. If a man have not put you in wifey position, if you don't have the qualifications of wifey position, you have no business speaking publicly, okay? At all. And you damn sure shouldn't be going back and forth with a man that you don't even know. You don't even know this man. Well, they dropped a comment and I wanted to respond to the comment. You don't know him. Brothers, these are the type of women you're dealing with. And I'm not saying this is the case for all women, but for a vast majority of women in this nation, this is the reality. So don't get your feelings, don't get your emotion, don't get your personhood so caught up in a woman that you cause yourself to put blinders on, which ultimately cloud your judgment to who she are or who she is at the core of her being. Okay?
Good advice that sounds good to you, or what is she doing? I mean,
man, a lot of these bitches out here getting good advice, but don't even take their advice themselves. That's why I be telling people, man, you got it. You know what? You right. You definitely right. You know?
And what if he met her?
And when I say that, I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
If you feel like a woman who's giving good advice is somebody that's good for the public, then that's what you should say. But I'm just talking about a woman speaking out loud in public. Can she be a good wife? If you can find a scenario where she could be a good wife, we're very interested in hearing it, because this is all my opinion, but I'm just saying.
I mean, if it helps others, if people benefit from what she's saying in a good way, I don't.
Show me, and I'm not saying there are not women out here. I know, I can't think of the woman's name, Alabash Sabar. I think that's her name. I could be wrong. That wrote the books, the 2 books about the black woman and black man, right? Understanding the black woman. She giving out, excuse me, good advice. right? But even in giving out good advice, look at the backlash she got from a lot of sisters. This is how I know that a lot of these women that's on TikTok, Facebook, Insta Live, they're giving out advice. They're not giving out true advice. When you're giving out real advice, women, hear me out, brothers. I want you to hear me. So you don't think that you're dealing with a woman, oh, she a good pick me. No. When you giving out real good advice as a woman, women is going to be mad at you. So if you look at this woman and you say she giving out good lessons or whatever the case may be, and if a lot of women is not mad at her, the advice that she's giving out is bullshit. That's the reality. It's bullshit.
See, why not? If it's getting in the way of the relationship, that's a different story. And did he meet her while she was successfully doing that? Then that's on him.
I just don't think a good woman is accessible to the lames and hoes.
You see that? How did I know you was going to say that? Accessible. Fellas, brothers, if your woman is quickly going back and forth with other men on social media, she's not yours. Where my button at? I don't want to hit the wrong button. Let's see. There you go. I say that again. If you dealing with a woman that's going back and forth with guys on the internet, she's not yours. She belongs to the game. She belongs to the game. Man, I have met a multiplicity of women who don't even have a social media account. I have, okay? But even though I have, I know that the number as it relates to women as a whole in this nation is still small. You'll consider that number slim to none. But they are still doing great things in this world. They are still accomplishing great things. See, a lot of these women, they trick themselves to believe that they need social media in order to do a good work. The woman that believes she needs social media in order to do a good work, that's somebody the Most High is not dealing with. Oh, man. I know a lot of y'all gonna get mad. Who you say the Most High is not dealing with her? When you know history, when you know from where we have come from, when you're doing a good work, the word of mouth is what causes you to become renowned. You do know that our people who was great at what they was great at, you do know that they became renowned before social media even came into existence. Social media today only bring about an inflated ego where people are able to project lies. And like I said, a lot of these women, they tell lies and they believe their lies and it keep them complacent. The energy you put out into the world, the energy that you, what the word I'm looking for? But anyway, the energy you put out into the world is what you're going to get. And a lot of people is not getting the results or the dividends that they want because they have given themselves over to delusions, over to lies. Okay?
Yeah, I mean.
See, if you, my woman, the general public has to go through me to get to you. In fact, I will add this. I don't even think she won't motherfucking buster motherfuckers, whether it be woman or men, addressing her directly if she's my woman.
Did you hear that? I'm going to rewind it back. And I know you're going to say this being misogynist. This is hyper male, masculinity. This is hyper masculinity. Let's play this again, man.
See, if you, my woman, the general public has to go through me to get to you. In fact, I will add this. I don't even think she won't motherfucking buster motherfuckers, whether it be woman or men, addressing her directly if she's my woman.
Now, 2 days was said here. 2 days. When you're dealing with a woman, want to be seen, want to be, in the limelight, who want attention, so on and so forth. Now he's pointing out, I don't know if y'all caught this, he's pointing out two things, two qualifications to recognize in a woman that you can put in a wifey position. The first thing he said, if you're my woman, you have enough sense, logically, you able to rationalize this in your mind that before I talk to another man, I'm going to do my man first. This is what a good wife do. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can say we tripping. You can say, oh, I see why women, whatever you want to say. I'm talking about a good woman. And there are some out here. She going to go through her man because she recognized his headship, his authority. She's not going to be disrespectful to her man, because to be disrespectful to her man is to be disrespectful to the Most High. You better go read 1 Corinthians chapter 11 around the 3rd verse. I'm in the book. So first and foremost, she's going to respect her man. The second thing he pointed out, as a good woman, she don't even want other men coming to her, having access to her like that. Because if other men have access to her like that, if other men see her available like that, intrinsically, a good woman understands and knows that she's no different than the other hoes and bitches out here. Y'all don't want to talk about this. A good woman, a good wife, she prides herself on being different from all the other women. So if men have access to her, if she's available to men like that, she's no different than the other women. And real women who have learned and come to understand male nature, they understand this. That's why some women out here who have strived to reach a level of, wholesomeness, trying to display the epitome of being different, they don't carry themselves like this. But a lot of women, they are just like the other fish in the pond. They are no different. There's nothing special about them, because their life, their conduct, brothers, you need to hear me. Their life, their conduct is just like everybody else. So don't think for one moment that you done went a long time due to having whether it was a scarcity mindset, whether you got tired of dealing with women and you needed to take some time to yourself to work on yourself, whether you getting back out in the dating world. Don't think for one moment that you have stumbled upon somebody that's special, that later on to realize that all, as in the words of Eddie Murphy, all you got is a saltine cracker, because you didn't do your due diligence to vet her. You didn't do your due diligence to listen to the likes of Kuttah Spoken Truth. The vast majority of these women out here, they are one and the same. And you have a few sprinkled here and there that's different, okay?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that can.
How the fuck is you a good woman and you out of here with the lames and hoes?
See?
If you are a wife to me at this level of the game, these motherfuckers can't just get to you by going in a DM.
You hear that? At this level of the game. What level of game? He's speaking on a wife. A lot of these bitches would never reach the level of game as a wife. I don't care how much they convince themselves. I don't care how much they try to they'll never. They'll always be seen as a ghetto-fied bitch, a hood rat bitch, okay? A wannabe bitch, right? What's the word? A vermin? I think that's the word. But no, man, a lot of these, you gotta watch out for these chameleons out here, man. Watch out for these chameleons. All right.